Hey people, welcome to Bethel Brothers Hot Rod. This is Project Chevy and we got some updates to show you. Joe's motor is back and he bought a new ride. I also have a cold, but if you stick around and stay tuned, I'll show you the stuff.
Yo people, hey Bubba, look up here. It's a little cold out here and I cut up one of my old sweaters, made him a shirt so he doesn't catch a cold. He still gets cold though. It's a little shiverish. I think he looks like a tough guy in his sweater. Joe's out here. We gotta go into town to get some oil for his fleet. And speaking of fleet, he's got a new ride. And why don't you speak loudly and talk about your new ride for a second? Over this way.
It's a truck.
Hey, yeah. What year is it?
I don't know. I really don't.
He doesn't know, but it's a Silverado. It's a 90s something.
98.
98 Silverado LS 1500. He's using it as a work truck.
Well, it goes real fast now.
It goes very, very fast. And that's because of this motor. LS1, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
LS1 motor.
Vortec, baby.
And you guys can look that up to get all the stats. We're not going to give it to you here. But he needed a fuel-efficient work truck, and this thing is far more fuel-efficient than the lowrider. So that means the lowrider is for sale or for trade for a vehicle from 1958 and older. That means 1940, 1930.
Preferably a car.
A car.
A car.
Doesn't want a truck, but will trade it. And this truck is featured on eatmyshift.com and monstertransmission.com, along with Ian from Extreme 4x4 for the Monster Transmission installation in it.
Well, we're talking about extreme. I'd like to show you something extreme.
Yeah, the new motor.
Got something pretty extreme.
Joe's Motors came back. I know you're all eager to see it. Go ahead. He's got it covered because it's foggy out here.
Oh, that's good too. Cause
yeah, it's moist on there. Da, 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 da. Look at that, kids. Now I know the fans of this show that have been watching this, when this motor left, it way did not look like this. Go ahead, talk about it, man. Say all the stuff that he did.
He put it. Oh, I gotta watch the dog too. He put in a usually he just does machining, but I talked to Chris, the owner of Clay and Platt, which is a really great guy.
It's based here in Marysville, Yuba City area.
Yuba City, off
California.
Yuba City off of Garden Highway.
Clay and Platt.
Yeah. And usually he just machines the blocks and send them back with new pistons and a cam.
And you, the consumer, would have to assemble said beautiful piece.
And I told him, no, I'm busy. I want you to put it back together, and I want to just be able to put it in, turn the key, and go. You know,
I'm giving you a running motor.
Yeah, it run,
I want it back running.
It run when I took it out. It run when I put it back in. Y'all dig?
Show me the face the guy gave you when you said that.
And he goes, you're gonna have to talk to the owner. And I'm all, okay, and he comes out, and I explained to him, and he goes, okay, well, what's it for? And I go, well, it's for a propane 65 Chevy. He goes, propane? And he gave me this,
dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, he gave me this funny look, and he was like, well, what do you want to do to it? And I was all, well, I was thinking hit it with the works and, you know, everything. Make it beef. Make it real beef. He was all, well, what's that entail? And I'm all, you know, high flow oil pump, cam, new valves.
Roller rocker valves, babies.
Iron Eagle piston.
What about the distributor there? That's a little different.
Yeah, that's I got rid of the points and got an HEI ignition module and
Fire more, better, more, faster, better spark, baby.
Bigger, better spark.
Whoom, whoom. And it looks like he's cleaned up these stalker manifolds too.
Not only that, when he machined everything, he did it with such perfection that
doesn't need gaskets.
It doesn't need gaskets anymore.
And he's done that in quite a few places. Upper intake manifold area, it's gasketed, but there's a lot of areas and surfaces where you'd expect to have a gasket, and there isn't one there.
You say don't need them.
Don't need them. Don't be stupid and put it in there. It's machined and perfect.
Don't need them.
Right?
Yeah, and then he replaced the clutch.
The throwout stuff. We got to go through all the boxes and junk, get all the other stuff, and we're going to drop the motor and the tranny back in the old 65 Chevy of Doom.
That's going to kill me, man.
Yeah.
And I got to drop. He gave me a big list of what I got to do, and
the break-in time. You can't go hot rodding a brand new motor. You'll destroy it.
Well, not even this, because it's been
completely
gone through, and I mean, he said if I don't break it in right, I'm going to break it, so
1,500 miles.
He's the doctor.
Of low RPM usage before it even gets the hammer laid down, and you will be along for the ride when the hammer is open fully. But I can see by the time indicator that we have eaten up a gross amount of tape, and we need to get going on this. So before I catch walking pneumonia, which I probably already have, here we go, kids. All right, people, we've got the motor in. It's a snug fit. That HEI coil just barely, there's like a millimeter of space behind it. We thought it was a little bigger, and it is a little bigger. We've got the exhaust hooked up, the tranny hooked up, the drive line hooked up. So we have to put the radiator in and hook up the propane regulator, the air box, and all the water lines, and we're good to go. But it's cold out here. Look at it. Ooh. We even made this thing so we could stay warm. And it's cold out here. Some heater duck. Like it? Bubba! Come on, Bubba! Get over here.
Okay, people, like I said, we're freezing to death out here. We got to get inside, and that's all the time we got to show you for today's episode. So thanks for tuning in and watching. That's Brothers Hot Rod. Peace out, babies.
Enjoy beautiful and unique works.